Hi, this is Anna Francesca Celestino.
And this is Simone Butler.
Welcome to the Cosmic Download for November 2015. Simone, I think you're up first this month.
Well, thank you, and that's because I have a big transit to tell you about, something brand new that's coming in this month. And it won't be exact till the second half of the month, but we need to know about this because it's very profound, and it actually will be continuing through September of 2016. And what it is Saturn squaring Neptune. And Saturn is about reality. Neptune is about illusion, but also dreams. So when those two planets come together, particularly in a hard aspect like a square, it's about cutting through the fog in order to really gain clarity about where we're headed, what we want to manifest, and to be able to let go, if need be, of what isn't serving us. So basically, it's about becoming more conscious. And that can be a painful process sometimes, as we know. However, it's just really necessary, or we can have situations in our lives that can be painful. So Saturn square Neptune, which is exact at the end of this month, next June, and then in September of 2016 is a period where we're going to really be moving beyond that busy brain where we feel like we're constantly just, I heard someone say it the other day this way, that she wished she had an external hard drive for her brain. And I think a lot of us are feeling that, right? We're on overload. We're overcommitted. The brain is being overtaxed. And so what we really, really need to do right now and for the next year is to move into the realm of no brain, the oneness consciousness, if you will. And the way to do that is through connecting much more deeply than ever before with the natural world.
Thanks, Simone. I really appreciate your reference to reaching out to the natural world. I've been talking a lot about connection and how important that is for us, and not just to be connected, but the support and strength that brings as we weave the web of connection with one another. It's providing a strength for all of us. And so this month, with what you're saying, we can look to expand that level of connection out into the natural world. And when I touched into the energy for November, the two things I got were the word support, and I got an image of scaffolding. And scaffolding to me is always that thing that, I picture it around a building where people are working and trying to reach something else. And so I feel like our reaching out to the natural world is creating another level of connection and stability. And there are a lot of things falling apart in our world right now. For example, our economic system is a little bit shaky, jobs are a little bit shaky, our climate is shaky. So what we want to do is find the things that we can connect to and gain some level of stability. In the natural world, those things have been around. Rocks have been around for a long time. The earth has been around for a long time. So connecting into something that's got a little bit more substance, a little bit more staying power. And I think, Simone, when you and I were talking earlier, you were talking about the level of consciousness that's present in the natural world. So this is us reaching out, expanding our web of connection and strengthening our position in the world right now. And I think anything we can do to do that is going to be really helpful as things continue to change and intensify. So it's not anything that's scary, but it's just providing that level of help and support. At the beginning of the year, I did a reading for 2015, and I was talking about how we're in an 8-year numerologically, and the 8, to me, is about fruition and reaping what you sow. And then I broke down by month which life areas were going to be affected by that fruition and that reaping and sowing. So beginning this month through March of next year, the energy is around fun. My work tends to be a little bit, I'm a shadow worker. I tend to look behind the curtain, which actually is my theme for this month, is what's behind the curtain. And so yes, the theme is about fun, but it's really more about what's stopping us from having fun. And by that I would say what's stopping us from really relaxing and being able to be present. And Simone, you touched on the fact that we've got that busy mind and we've got very busy lives. We keep ourselves very, very busy. And a lot of times when you talk about, gee, let me turn off my phone or let me stop checking my email and just, really being present, it's not just about stopping and doing it. To me, there's an addiction here. And the addiction to me is about why don't I want to turn my phone off? What's waiting for me when I turn my phone off in that quiet space? And I think a lot of times people are afraid to see what their thoughts are, what their feelings are when they actually stop. And for some reason, there's a fear about that. We get a little bit nervous about having that empty time, that quiet time. So I really want to encourage everybody this month, don't be afraid to look in the spaces. Create a little bit of space and see what's there, because underneath anything else that might seem a little bit scary or intimidating actually is our inner guidance. It's the thing that's going to guide us and tell us where we want to go and what we're longing for, what's calling to us. It's really those intimate inner thoughts that are the thing that tells us how to shape our lives. So we really want to create that space this month and really listen.
Yes, indeed. And I also wanted to add to that, because there's something more about the Saturn-Neptune square that I wanted to share, which is that it's all about taking responsibility for our state of consciousness on a moment-by-moment level, because so often we have these unconscious thoughts, or maybe even they're conscious thoughts, when we're driving in traffic and we get angry and we yell at somebody. And these sorts of unconscious or rote, routine types of thoughts and words, we're going to have to really get a handle on those, because our powers of creation are becoming stronger. So this is a very, very important lesson for everyone under Saturn square Neptune. So depending on what house Saturn is transiting in your chart versus where Neptune is, that gives a whole new level of meaning to what this transit may be about for you.
Wow, that's really great, and I would encourage anybody who's interested in knowing what fog they need to cut through so that they can really bring their purpose and their meaning into their lives to schedule a session with Simone, because she's really great at just being able to pinpoint what's in movement in your life and how to best use that. So every month we talk about what you can do to take advantage of the month's energy. So Simone, what do you have for us this month?
Go outside and commune with a tree or a plant. Get your hands on these natural beings that have this green juice, and start really vibing into what that is, because it's very blissful and joyful. And the more you do this, the more you'll be filled with this amazing energy of oneness consciousness.
I love it. Perfect. My challenge to you this month is open up some space. Try and find some time that's not planned. So, for example, since we're working with fun from now until March, plan to get together with friends, but don't have an agenda. Just leave the space open and see what comes. See what you guys feel like doing. See what conversation emerges. Maybe you just rest together. The whole idea for this month is to open space, stop the noise, and really listen to what wants to happen. So I think that's it for us for this month. We hope you have a great month, and we look forward to connecting with you next month. Take care.
Bye-bye.